Hello and welcome to Scrapbook.com here on YouTube. I am Marisha. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm sharing a super easy way to add gorgeous accents to your card projects with rub-on transfers. So let's get started. For this project, I'm using the Flower Garden rub-ons from Scrapbook.com to add an accent to the background of my panel. There are two sheets of this design in this package that are available in black and white. Scrapbook.com does have a variety of rub-on transfers that are gorgeous, so I do encourage you to check them out. You can use rub-on transfers to add stunning details to your projects. They're not just for cardstock. You can also use them on vellum, acetate, and even specialty papers. The card base for this project is an A2 4¼ by 5½ inch top folding card base. The cardstock is 110 pounds in weight and it is Nina Classic Solar White. For my panel, I used the Nested Rectangles die set from Hero Arts to die cut my panel. I used the Market Blooms floral die set to die cut the flowers and leaves, and for the sentiment, I selected the Hello die from the Thank You number 3 die set. I die cut the sentiment twice from white cardstock and once from the black cardstock from the classic paper pad. And for the strips, you can cut them using a paper trimmer or you can use a die set. I decided to use the Slim Strips die set, also from Scrapbook.com. I will now work on the layout of this card design, so I brought in my panel along with the strips of cardstock. I will then position the strips on the panel, and then I'll bring in the sentiment die cut and position that as well. That way, that will give me a good idea as to where I want to position the rub-ons along with the floral die cuts. I will then use my pencil to mark where I'm going to place the floral rub-ons. I will now cut the first section of flowers and then I'll position it on the pencil mark. I'll then cut out the next section and then position that on the panel. I encourage you to play with your background design. If you want to add the rub-ons to the corner or to the top or lower part of your project, feel free to do so. I will now remove the release paper from the rub-ons. And then you do have the option to use a popsicle stick or a scraper tool to burnish the rub-on, but I'm going to create a sandwich and run it through my die cutting machine. Once I'm done, I did remove the release paper and I used a luster brush to add a touch of splatter. For a quick drying process, I applied heat with my heat tool just to ensure the splatter was dry. I then applied liquid adhesive to the back of the strips and adhered them to the panel. I will first adhere the white strip, then the black strip, and then finally the last white strip. I will then flip my entire panel over and cut off the excess strips. I am done creating the background for this card. Stacking sentiment die cuts is a great way to add dimension to your card projects. When stacking the layers, I normally stack between 3, no more than 4 layers. I will now position and adhere the sentiment to the panel, and then I'll bring in the flowers and begin to build my cluster. When I build clusters, I normally position the flowers first, and then I'll bring in the leaves and begin positioning them around the flowers. Once I'm happy with my cluster, I will then begin adhering the leaves first, then the flowers. To add dimension to one of the flowers, I'm using the new black foam from Scrapbook.com. Here's a fun tip I'd love to share with you. To enhance your floral clusters, feel free to use your sprig or leaves die to die cut from vellum or metallic cardstock and incorporate them in your clusters. Once I'm done adhering the flowers, I will then adhere the card front to a black glossy mat, which is 4¼ by 5½ inches. I will then adhere the card front to the card base. After that, this card project is complete. And there you have it, my friend, a fun way to add accents to your card projects with rub-on transfers. Thank you for joining me on today. I appreciate you for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe, click the thumbs up button and the notification bell so you never miss out on fun tutorials. I'm sending you love and hugs. Until the next crafty project, please take care.